Creating new life. Yay, there we go. We did it. Yay. We did it as a team. Pokemon
Yippee!
Resurrection. Everybody. We are obviously a few minutes late because stuff and things for the Mother's Day holiday.
Happy Mother's Day.
Definitely not covering my own butt that I was out door dashing until 10 minutes
Uh,
ago because I need to make
yes.
money. Thing that this certainly isn't making me. Har
Yet.
yet.
Yeah,
Maybe.
also, you have to be nice to me because I'm sick. So, you have to be nice to me.
I will do no such
So,
thing.
We
I
have
was
to do
talking
no
to the
such
viewers. I was talking to the viewers.
thing. They have to do no such thing.
Alrighty.
No, don't tell them that.
But with I think we're just gonna normally we have a bit of a preamble, but I think we're just gonna dive right in. So, when last we left our trainers.
What I remember from last we left our trainers, we had decided that, you know what, it was shopping time. Gotta we had a great shopping season where
Yeah.
everything was we went and bought a bunch of pretty outfits, then decided, you know what, we're gonna go wander around for a while. Um Went over to, if I'm correct, the Tipsy Spinda,
Yeah.
where we
Good
had
job.
decided, you know what, we're gonna have some good food, we're gonna find a place to sleep for tonight. And once that is all over, it was, we're all sitting there having a good time chatting, telling stories of our own. Jet asking us why we're here, and people totally telling completely the truth and not trying to avoid the questions at all.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And others completely answering the questions completely fine without any questions at all, without trying to hide intentions of other things that they're doing.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
Definitely. Why would you even bring it up?
I I don't know. It just felt like it needed to be said. Where after everyone was finally fine and we were all gonna go snooze, from correct, Esmeralda is her name.
Yeah. And her
Esmeralda and her crew had
and her
come into
posse
the
of
tipsy.
ladies.
Yes, her group of ladies came into the Tipsy Spinda, where Esmeralda immediately saw everyone, and everyone's reactions were different. Zenith totally didn't try to hide underneath the table. That totally wasn't a thing that they wanted to do internally, but may or may not have.
Also, it would super help if somebody else joined on the roll 20.
That's a good. You have to be nice to me, okay?
I
Yeah,
I
you
Not
have
me
to
for
be
once,
nice to
yay!
me.
for once, yes, correct.
Wait, what?
We'll see if it stays that way. Sorry about that, Zenith.
Oh,
Please continue.
who's that person?
Who is this? Who is that? We don't know.
I have no idea who he is, but he sounds like a loser.
There we go.
Sounds like someone
Rude.
who needs relationship advice.
Really, really cool. Awesome.
I got to tell
Just get on
Shade.
with it.
I got to tell Shade way more than I needed to tell you.
That's awesome. I love that. That's great. That's cool. I'm very happy.
But enough about the game that we aren't playing. Back to the game we are playing.
Back to the recap that I'm almost done with because I realized that I have made this recap longer than it needs to be. Everyone decided to have a nice chat. Miss Esmeralda was like, "Hey, you know what? We're all gonna sleep in the same place." Okay, then decides to get up in the middle of the night and go wake up Jet, who decides that it is a great and wonderful idea to just wander off with this lady who we barely know into who knows where, leaving his entire team behind, who are very, or at least a couple of them, are both not happy with whoever is maybe supposedly supposed to be the leaders of these groups.
ghost hunt. And yeah, both of them are technically both of them are the leaders of your respective groups.
Tune in this time
Which
where Jet maybe gets strangled.
look, okay, the leader gets leader passes. Okay,
No, no, you don't.
Evidently
this
not with
time, buddy.
Esmeralda.
all right, cool.
I will mention one thing that you forgot is that they Esmeralda took Jet over to a ghost infested school,
And he got attacked by a Yamask, which
and they
she
got
caught aggressively by just throwing a ball at it
they
multiple
were
times
attacked.
over.
They to reiterate, Esmeralda attacked a Yamask that was minding its own business with a Pokeball.
Yeah, she did do that.
Now Yamask just wanted to vibe, and now it isn't a Pokeball forever.
Yep, it sure is her servant forever.
No morality questions here.
None whatsoever. Why would you look at this lady's face. Look at her. Look at her face.
That is not the face of innocence.
How could you
That is the
not?
face of
How could you
someone who
look at
wants
this?
to
How could you
stab
look at
me.
this? How could you look at this little face and tell her that she's doing wrong? Obviously, obviously when you see a Pokemon, you just chuck a ball at it.
That works sometimes.
She's so cool, dude. It's like, how could you not trust her?
I love her. I genuinely love her.
She is so nice and so cool. Too bad there's two people who are not happy with her.
Yes, because we ended the last time with Zaris and Freya waking the two of you, waking up Eerie and Zenith and being like, "Hey, we lost our moron, and we couldn't help but notice, and we couldn't help but wonder if you also might be missing one as well." To which
They were in fact missing.
to which the four of you eventually made your way over to the school here, and that is where we will start. So,
yeah. I will say, do I even have a monad to try and look for a Pokemon, or
I mean, you can. I was actually about to get to you, but to start off with,
Cool.
Shade, you know you know the drill. You know your price. You 2 potatoes have been won by you.
Yay!
Yay. Potatoes for me.
Inspiration.
I encourage you to spend them wisely and not on gambling. Or do. I'm not your father.
If you were, I'd
I
be
think you should
very
gamble.
confused.
But yes,
Imagine.
the four of you find yourself at the entrance to a large and lavish looking school. It has what it feels effectively like a sort of college campus kind of layout where it's a long cross that has four different entrances, one leading outside the building and 3 leading inside, that come to a circle in the center around what looks to be a large fountain.
Hmm.
Fantastic.
I will mention,
Mom.
Jet, during this time, you will have had plenty of time to either move or look for Pokemons or do as you will. Esmeralda having a new
Yeah.
capture in her hands is just like, sweet, got it. Thanks, buddy. As she pats you on the back. Now let's go find the others. As she appears to scurry out of the room you were in, back out into the dark, dank hallway. Well, not dank, but into the dark hallway of the interior of the school.
You know, I suppose he would follow her to make sure she's fine, but also try and see if he can find his own Pokemon to show how you're supposed to, like, catch him in his mind. I was gonna ask, maybe I could try and hear if there's any, like, this halls, because lots of ghost movies show that the ghosts they sometimes sing in spooky places. So hey, maybe there's that here around here somewhere.
I see.
Shrieking horror.
I see. Well,
mm.
for the time being, why don't you go ahead and make for me a perception or investigation check?
Oh, those things I'm great at. Let's see here.
Yeah,
Hold
right.
on. Let me grab. Let me just. That is okay. That's slightly better. Okay, there we go. What do we got? That why was that a okay? That
I was
was
gonna say Esmeralda would give you advantage, but it looks like you don't need it. Womp
yeah.
womp.
Isn't that hilarious? Oh
Womp
God,
womp indeed. So
cool. Double
despite your
sevens.
despite your best efforts, I will mention you do notice ghosts kind of that are around, not necessarily like full on. It's more just like you're keeping your eyes peeled and you see like every now and again like a wisp out of the corner of your eye or like a small rattle off in a corner, but you're like, those aren't singing. I don't care about them.
Mhm,
Esmeralda just
I
kind of,
see.
yeah, you know what? Esmeralda's here. Esmeralda gets to roll
Oh
chaos.
no. Oh
she also
no.
she also rolled a 7. That's a jackpot.
Indeed.
777, the lucky number 3 times. Oh my god.
Yeah, legit. So,
So do we all get 7, Pokey?
no.
No.
But that being said, Esmeralda will in fact grab you by the shoulder and just like, I don't think anything neats down here. Let's go upstairs. As she is going to drag you up a flight of stairs in the center hallway
Okay, dude. Sure.
up to the second floor. It is around this time that I will
Oh,
say that the four of you are able to arrive in style. Uh,
in
Zenith
style.
and Erie, what would you like to do? You are sandwiched in between in between two girls, one large and athletic, and the other one not that thing, and is wearing and is holding a parasol in the middle of the night.
Of course.
You know, the parasol's understandable.
Look, at least she's not wearing sunglasses at night.
You know, she
Ari
was
will
to be.
turn
It
on
would
a
have to be.
flashlight and enter the school.
All right.
Awesome.
You
Why don't you
know,
go ahead and move your character?
Zenith has a reaction. They're just gonna walk in there, they're going.
Hmm. Freya
Feet
just
hit
kind of
pavement.
Freya just kind of gives a nod. It's like, all right, I guess you two are leading the way.
It's just for a minute.
Zaris just kind of wordlessly is just like, well, let's get going then. As she will also make her way.
Where are you moving?
I'm in danger.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about the ghosts hunting you anymore, Gem.
Jet, Esmeralda.
uh, Zenith, what you doing?
You know, from this thing, I open the thing, Zenith walking in with everybody else.
Okie dokie. I
Do
mean,
you see anything?
I will say, as the four of you come inside, why don't Yuri, you're the one who came in first, so
Yep.
we'll leave this to you. Why don't you give me just a luck roll, just a straight d20,
A straight D20?
just or a gay d20, just it can't have any modifier to it.
Okay.
However it's feeling.
Bisexual D20.
That's a d22 that you were about to roll.
I know, I got it back.
You know, there's a little
How'd you
dice
open the
roller thing on the
sleeping
side.
How's the 4 sound?
Wow.
Okay,
The number of deaths.
a 4, after a 777, that actually sounds hilarious. So,
Oh no.
all right. So Erie, you were the first one in, followed closely behind with Zaris. You see a wide open, empty space that is dark, save for the amount of light given off by your flashlight.
Mm-hmm.
You feel definitely that there is a bit of not necessarily an oppression about this area, but a sense of foreboding. There is a very clear and present knowledge that you are not alone in this place.
Oh, ominous.
Yes. That being said, you do not see hide nor hair of your leader and his companion in trouble. But I would like to know, what would you like to do? You come in and you do not immediately notice any other life forms or unlife forms other than yourselves.
So I want to shine the flashlight around and be like, Jet, Esmeralda, you in here?
Unfortunately, you seem to get no response.
Spooky.
I can't believe they went on a ghost hunt without me.
Ooh.
Spooky.
Are we on the first floor?
Yes, you are on the first floor. It is around this time that Zenith you will also have made your way in.
Awesome. Zenith was being themselves and a little bit quiet while looking around, just going, just speaks up, just going, have we seen where they've went yet?
It doesn't look like it, says Zaris. I was going to just start looking around myself, but it probably would be best for us to stick together more than anything. Freya just kind of nods. It's just like, I wonder, they've been gone a while. They could be a little far if they didn't just stick to the first floor.
Let's go check upstairs then.
The two of them will look over to Zenith, just be like, just as a confirmation of whether or not that's a good idea.
So just kind of like, just nod, just like, yeah, let's just, I trust Erie to know where to go at this point.
Alrighty, so then do we like kind of like walk up the stairs?
Yeah, you will. Don't you go moving without me telling you. Or I mean, you can. I just. So as that is happening, Jet,
Huh?
you are upstairs with Esmeralda.
Yeah.
You find a very similar looking structure. That is to say, a large wooden, basically flooring that stretches on in a couple of different directions. That looks like it would come together to make a sort of square pattern here.
Mm-hmm.
It effectively is one long hallway that is fitted with multiple different rooms. There is a flight of stairs that leads even further up, it looks like,
Oh,
as well
I see.
what appeared to be a good number of rooms. However, it also appears that along the lines this away and this away appear to be a long line of lockers.
Oh. That horrible place where I had to store the word papers.
Ah, God, the word papers.
That's terrible. This is an awful place.
Why
Truly,
would
this is
we-
a haunted area.
No conformity.
Knowledge, no.
Knowledge,
Word.
learning.
I love the
Right.
Owl House. It's such a good show.
Okay.
It's so good.
But yeah,
Yeah. Once again, I think we're gonna try and see if we hear any of that spooky singing. If not, then maybe see what Esmeralda has to say.
okay. You know what? Esmeralda will also give a roll. I have to
Oh,
grab my phone. I have to hope it's charged above beyond 15%. Ooh, 65. That'll be just enough.
that is much more than 15%.
It is.
Indeed.
I mean, you know what to do. What you
Right,
call
right, 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 right.
perception or investigation, whichever you like.
Well, we'll use eyes. We'll see what that gives me.
What do your eyes see? Your nothing. Your eyes see. You know, you look around, see you see it's horrible. It's terrible. You see off in the corner, one of the janitors didn't clean one of the trash cans.
Oh,
There's a
not
textbook
cool,
on the
dude.
table.
There is still garbage in one of the trash bins here.
Not cool, dude. That's just nasty.
Is there a Pokeball in the trash?
Not with a nat 1, there isn't.
I love how I'm rolling tonight. This is amazing.
Look,
This has been
okay?
this week. This
This-
week
look.
has been full of nat ones.
Look, this just means that it is
Mhm.
easier for your friends to catch up to you.
That's
Because
not a
what's
good thing.
Because what's gonna happen is, I'll give you 3 guesses as to what stat Esmeralda's good in. She's gonna roll investigation and see
Mhm.
if
Good at
she
the
Yeah.
magic stat.
she's gonna see if she can find something interesting. Do. Okay. I mean, even still, that's pretty good considering her level. Eh. Ooh, that's a number.
Oh. Interesting
So-
to hear.
So, Jet, as you
Yeah.
are filled with just indignant rage that there is an uncleaned trash can here in this one specific corner of a massive campus building, Esmeralda just kind of grabs you by the
Reminds
shoulder
me of my
again.
room.
Esmeralda just kind of grabs you by the shoulder again. It's just like, "Ooh, found one," and she just drags you off into a different room.
How are you so good at this, dude?
Oh,
Oh my god.
because I see real good.
Oh, apparently. Huh. Maybe if I wasn't wearing sunglasses, as he's just gonna take them off and like fold them, put them in his pocket. There, I'll probably see much better now.
It's the middle of the night, so you look awesome.
That's true. I do look awesome.
But yes, she dips you into a funnily enough what looks to be a music room. It appears to be that there are standing instruments, cellos, and basses as and whatnot, as well as what looks to be closed music cases that seem to be often little stands often off to the side. There is what looks to be different seating for people to stand or sit on, presumably with the necessary equipment to have an instrument set up with, as well as a chalkboard, but in front of that is also a conductor station.
Oh.
Yes.
Wow.
It appears to be a
This is
band
pretty
room.
cool. Oh,
It's
my
like,
favorite.
all right, so since I got the last one, I figure it's only fair if I give you a try.
Well, you know, I'll take it.
Also, I
Thanks,
brought a
dude.
donut.
Where'd you get that?
I brought it
When?
before I left.
Oh, I guess I didn't see it. Well, my eyes don't see very good right now, so I'm probably just imagining it.
Well, it was in my bag, and I brought it out because I wanted a snack.
Oh, that does make sense.
Doesn't
You guys
it,
it's
though?
kind of foolish of me to assume that you carried it with your hands the whole time.
No, I got a bag. It's got stuff in
I
it.
also have a bag. That's amazing.
Anyway, look over there. As she says that, by the way,
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
as she
yeah.
as she points you off into a direction. I'm sorry to say, it's not. It does not appear that this Pokemon is very musically inclined. I am sad to say.
Right. What Pokemon is it?
Oh boy, it's great. It's awesome. You're not even gonna even
Uh-huh.
as
Yeah.
you are going to see off and away. This was a pretty good roll from her. I'd be willing to. You know what? I'm gonna roll a thing,
Uh-oh.
and if it's one number, it'll be one thing, and if it's any other number, it'll be another thing.
Oh no.
Okay, it's any other number.
Cool.
Beep. Did it generate with the things? Yes, it has a nature. Excellent. I suppose I should get the gender out of the way. Yep, there we go. But yeah, she's gonna point off. She's gonna point off over to what looks to be one of the music cases. You see that it's rattling a little bit, and she's like, "Ooh, yeah, over there. There's one over there. I was about to say there's a live one over there, but they're ghosts. They're not alive, or are they? Because they hatched from eggs. Does that mean that they hatched dead? They hatched dead, or are they still technically alive? Hmm.
Oh,
Anyway,
nice.
as she just kind of pushes you over that direction.
My brain is being fried with that knowledge, but yeah, let's check this out. As he's gonna go over to this case and open it.
All right, you go over to the case, and as you attempt to open it, you find that it is locked. However, you also find that soon as you try to touch it, a strange, fine purple smoke seems to come out of it. The smoke then billows up and out until eventually
Oh
a
no.
pair of eyes come out along with it, and they turn into into one of the more superior geometric shapes, that of an orb. As you see,
Oh.
a ghastly.
Fantastic.
Oh. I see.
The
What is
ghastly
it
looks at
doing?
the ghastly just kind of looks at you. It's just like it seems to be just kind of vibing. Just seems to like look at you. It's just like kind of like what you doing.
This is my
Oh,
home.
hey, dude. Sorry to disturb you. I thought maybe you were stuck in there.
Ghastly.
I will say he can speak with Pokemon.
He can or cannot.
He can.
Okay. Uh
Yeah, the
yeah, no,
whole
it just
time.
says okay. Well, in either case, it just says ghastly at you.
Man, I think
Oh, that's
after this,
weird.
he's gonna have a
Huh.
strong team of poison types.
It's gonna be really funny actually.
Huh. Okay. Well, as long as you're not stuck in there, that's okay, dude. What were you
it
doing in there anyway?
it just kind of looks down at you, looks at the case, and then just kind of like starts floating the what you call the music case up.
Hmm. Right, right.
Seems to
Uh-huh.
just be vibing. Seems to just be like I'm doing a haunt. I'm doing a thing. Esmeralda just kind of looks over at you, just like "Now throw a Pokeball at it."
Well, I don't know, dude. I mean, he's kind of just chilling. I don't want to like ruin that.
Oh, okay, all right. Uh, as you have your back turned to it,
Mhm.
hey, buddy,
Oh no.
what's your
Yeah.
AC?
Uh-oh.
Oh no. Well, let me double check for you.
I
That is a nice 12.
don't. I was gonna say don't bother. I don't think it's a 6.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, so you turn around and you feel just a small just gloopy sensation on the back of your neck, and you're just like, no, as you move out of the way of what was definitely the ghastly trying to just waiting you for you to drop your guard and for it to lick you.
Yummy.
Now, was this malicious or was this, just a goof, just a prank,
Just
bro?
a playful lick.
I mean, it's a ghost, so it's probably just a prank, bro. But ghost pranks tend to be a bit more deadly. It's also around
Yeah.
this time that the four of you will be making your way up the stairs. You do not immediately see anything.
Okay. Okay.
Do we hear anything?
Well, that kind of remains to be seen. How loud do you suppose Jet would be right now?
He is being quiet because he doesn't want to wake up anything else here. He is considerate. That is one of the things that he sometimes has.
Okay. Then I would say that you do not immediately hear anything right now.
Anything pop out at us?
Why don't you roll me a perception or investigation check?
Okay.
Can I give?
That
I don't know what. Yeah, I don't know what Erie's perception is. Like perception plus is, but
It's +4.
okay, yeah, I will give the help.
Okay, you get to roll twice and take the higher.
Well, I got 17
Well, see if you get a cripple.
and
No.
14.
All right.
Thank you for the help.
Yeah, helpful.
All right. So Zenith,
Helping is free.
it only takes your action. But yes, Erie, with Zenith's help, you begin to start looking around, and you see that you are, as I'd mentioned before, not alone here.
Mhm.
As you see floating out of one of the lockers over yonder, is a little thing. It notices you because much like you, it also has a light on its face. As you see, a Duskull.
Oh.
Actually, a good Pokemon.
Duskull has noticed you,
And I have noticed it.
and it looks at me, and I look at it, and it looks at me, and I look at it.
I think Ari would like be startled and like trip backwards against the locker, kind of slide down, pointing the light at it, and just be like, "Oh, hey, little guy, you're not Jet."
You know what? I'll roll a dice. Oh, all right then. The Duskull looks at you, and it's just like kind of does that thing where it just like whips its arms out towards you
Mm-hmm.
a little bit,
Right.
and it's just like Duskull,
No.
as it appears to be floating closer to you,
Good.
still doing the wispy arm things.
Bum, 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 bum.
Zenith,
Cue the music.
do you want to do anything?
Can Zenith just. What do we have in my pocket?
Oh, I do. You have.
How, like, you know what? Let's see. How much of a care is this person giving? Okay, good enough to actually want to help Ari out.
Well, yeah, Yuri isn't Jet. You actually maybe care about them a little bit.
Yay!
It's not like you look. It's not like you like them or anything, Baka.
Yeah.
It's not like I care about you guys or
Wow.
anything.
Yeah.
It's just looking at this thing trying to attack their friend ? It's just like, no, stop that.
It
It just starts walking over to it, like, no, stop that.
Okay, so you are going to get in between Eerie and the Duskull.
Yeah, she thinks that she can deal with this like she deals with the Tooted-Isle, telling it stop it.
Okay.
Is this one that Zenith had interest in catching?
Not particularly,
Okay.
but
I mean, you also don't have to catch every Pokemon you know.
But it's a Duskull, Tim. That's cool.
I mean, you know,
you can catch it.
I will say that is cool.
they are. I mean, yes, this is true. They are cool. Anyway, I will say that you attempt to get in between the Duskull. The Duskull, as might come to your surprise, is a ghost, and it Duskulls through you.
Can I send a cottony at it?
You
ways
sure
of
can send a
getting
Cottony at it.
this.
It appears to just be making a beeline towards Erie.
It's just like you.
This is
You.
the stupidest idea I have ever had. What type? What have?
Erie, the Duskull seems to be making a beeline towards you. What do you do?
And be like, oh, are you lonely here, little guy? Did you want a friend?
It doesn't seem to respond to you as it's just because I want you to imagine it's still doing the wispy arms at you like it's doing the little like it's like it's trying to spook you. It seems.
Okay, let's panic and throw a Pokeball at it.
Okay. To start off, so order of operations here, Zenith, you will throw out your Cottony. The Duskull seems to basically completely ignore you as it's making a beeline towards Erie. She tries to, talk to it a little bit, doesn't seem to get a response, and then in a panic shoots a Pokeball.
Yep.
Why don't you roll me an animal handling check?
Okie dokie.
Imagine you catch it.
A DC of I'm not telling you. A DC that is higher than that.
Okay.
Oh
If
no,
that decides not
that's
to work,
bad.
can Zenith try to grab a ghost? Or
Uh,
no, yeah.
I am sorry to say that no, you in fact cannot grab a ghost.
I had to double check what I said. I know that I said Zenith's name, but I so badly thought that I said the other one's name because I was staring at the other one. I was
You
like,
know,
wait,
funny-
no, I got that right. I got that right.
Funny enough, your other character might be able to grab a ghost, but unfortunately, you are not them, and they are not here.
No.
They do not
they're
exist here.
Alrighty. So, you chuck a Pokeball.
Mm.
It is a fail. That will start initiative. I will also mention the Ghastly has also started initiative with you there, Jet. So,
Oh, it
yeah,
has? We're fighting?
it tried to lick
Oh.
you.
Well, I thought it was just being a goofy goober. I was about to do a thing, but okay.
Yeah, it is being a goofy goober, but it's also a ghost. Them being goofy goobers tend to be very dangerous.
So we need to roll initiative.
I see.
Yes,
Awesome.
I will say this isn't going to stop you from doing whatever it is you're going to do. Just know that the Ghastly thinks that you're a delicious looking sucker, and it wants to put its tongue all up on you.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you worded it that way.
Yeah.
It was just a
Thanks,
story.
man. I appreciate it.
Okay. The Ghastly got that. And the Dusk. Oh wow, Duskull. Oh man, Duskull. Eh.
Either bro's
Oh
ready
my
or
God.
bro's not ready.
Okay, all right.
They're just spoopy ghosts.
What?
Nothing important. Nothing at all.
Are you sure about that?
Just
You seem to be freaking out there.
okay. So Jet, you will beat the initiative tie with Erie because you have the higher modifier. So
I see.
So the initiative goes Duskull with a natural 20, -2 for
Oh.
an 18
Mm.
because it has a dexterity of bad.
Okay.
Gotcha.
Afterwards, it'll be Jet, Erie, then the Ghastly, and then Zenith. If you're wondering, Freya and Xeris are kind of like standing back, just like watching to see what happens. It appears that Xeris has a hand on a Pokeball, but she's just waiting. She's kind of just waiting to see how things play out at the moment because it's powerful of a Pokemon.
Yeah.
But that being said, Erie, are you sending out anything?
Yeah. So we will panic send Eevee out,
All right, Harmony comes out.
which would be funny because it's a ghost type and it's a normal type.
Yep. So you send out a normal type. The Duskull just kind of looks at that, looks at you, looks over at the Cottony that Zenith has sent out, and it's like, well, there's only so many things I can do here. It's going to target the Cottony, and it's going to attack it with Nightshade.
Why not Dayshade?
Because it doesn't know Dayshade.
That's true.
So now that I think about it, I also don't know Day Shade. I think I only ever talk with Shade during the night.
I mean,
That's true.
occasionally.
Wait. Does a 13 hit Cottony?
Its AC is 13.
So meets beats. That is 4 points of ghost damage as a wave of ghostly energy comes out from the dust skull and seems to latch itself onto Cottony for a little bit, doing a little bit of damage.
Yep,
Dustcall with its movement will continue to drift lazily forward towards Eerie.
Oh,
It can move faster and around. It's specifically only going 5 feet.
okay.
It
It's-
appears to just be like I'm gonna get you. Ooh, I'm gonna get you.
So we found the Jason of this game.
Not really. Jason's more just like I'm gonna go into the middle of a group and then just unleash a bunch of sleep.
I was
like a
thinking
leopard.
Jason Voorhees, the hockey man
Ah.
who walks real slow.
See, that is who I named my Drowsy after. Aw.
You know, okay, understandable.
In any case, Jed, it's your turn.
Cool. Okay. So seeing how this thing tried to lick him, he's just gonna like smile and laugh a little and just be like, "Oh, I see. You're just a goofy goober, aren't you? You know what? Here, have this." As he's gonna take out a camping ration and just offer it to the Ghastly, and just say, "I'm sorry for disturbing you, dude."
I see. Why don't you make for me an animal handling check? Esmeralda's just kind of looking over at
boy.
you, just like, why are you giving it food? You haven't even caught it yet.
Wow.
Oh, hey. All right.
Wow. The first
Ed
good roll
really
of the
likes
night
the
on
ration.
this.
You know, we'll see what happens.
Mhm.
I don't know. A 22 doesn't seem like it might be high enough. You know, maybe if it was like a 23 or something. I'm kidding. Okay.
Damn, this is higher
I was
for
like,
a
damn.
Ghastly.
All right. Okay. So is that going to be your turn?
Yeah. No, we're just apologizing for disturbing it.
All right. Eerie, it's your turn.
Realizing that she's just sent Harmony out with only her normal type moves in a panic, she's like, wait a minute, that's not gonna work. She's gonna go ahead and try for another Pokeball. Just be like, okay, well, since you keep coming over here, you must want to be friends, right?
Okay, you're gonna try another Pokeball.
Yep.
All right, go ahead and roll animal handling.
And then
He
it worked
really
for
wants the
Jed.
Duskull.
It worked for Esmeralda after like 3 times.
13.
Okay,
Yeah.
so
After she punched
that
it.
number is closer to the DC, but it is not quite there. You chuck another Pokeball at it, and you see that it wiggles twice, but breaks out before the third roll.
Tragic.
All right, that will be your standard action. Do you want to try and move? Do you want to have Harmony use a bonus action, perhaps on yourself with Helping Hand to give you a bonus?
That one. Let's do that.
I love how I tell you things.
You know I'm due. Helping Hand, go!
Evie,
As Evie will probably jump into my chest, being like, what is this ghost doing here, and why did you send me out against it?
all right. The next time you make a roll, you can add a D6.
Killer.
D6, yes. All right, that's Erie's turn. It's now the Ghastly's turn. The Ghastly sees that you have a ration out for it. It will use Lick on the ration, taking it from your hand, and it just kind of chews it up. And it seems to really enjoy it. Actually, it's just like, yeah, actually.
Oh, that's nice. Okay, cool.
Which you would understand is just a thanks.
Yeah, no problem, dude.
That's it. That's you got the Ghastly to skip a turn.
I love that. Just thanks.
Thanks. Awesome.
It's Xena's turn now.
Oh no, it's my turn to go after a ghost.
After a ghost.
Hmm. I know this is gonna sound really weird. Can I try to? This ghost is trying to scare Eerie, right?
Yeah,
This the still school looks like it's trying to scare her.
that's what it seems. That's what it seems to be trying to do.
What do I have a 0 in that. That's not gonna work. But you know what? It could still be really stupid.
Oh man.
Either I can either attack this thing or I can Zenith is gonna try to pretend to be scared of the ghost.
Okay, I see. Why don't you roll a deception check for me then?
That's a 9.
Well,
Wow.
it could roll worse. It,
I'm
it did not. It very much did not. It looks over at you trying to pretend to be scared at it. It just kind of it just like it stops what it's doing for a second, looks at you with like a slightly judgmental look, shakes its head, and then continues to try and ghost over to try to ghost over at Eerie.
It's just like,
hey, I
"No,
tried.
That being said, I will not take that as a standard action or anything like that. You just
Oh, I was fully ready to be like, no, that's just what Zenith does. They try to be scared of it, and because they're in the back of their head, they're still angry. It just doesn't happen.
okay. All right. Do you want that to just be the end of your turn then?
You know what? I could probably maybe use a fairy wind on it to maybe get its catch DC down a little bit for Eerie who wants to catch this thing.
I mean, you can certainly try.
I'm gonna try that roll slash 1d20 plus.
Mhm.
That's a 17.
Hey, that'll hit.
Hey.
That's gonna be 6 because it's 1d6 plus 1.
Alrighty.
And that's fairy damage.
5, 6. Which is neutral on ghost.
That's completely fine with me. At least hopefully it lowered the DC by 1 or by 1.
Right. Alrighty. Well, with that out of the way, it is now Duskull's turn. It sees that you've hit it with a fairy wind, and it's just like, oh right, I did hit you that one time. I don't like that you hit me. Patney needs to make a wisdom saving throw, please. DC of 11.
Oh,
Making mistakes
boy.
in my own ways. 20. It's just a d20.
Better roll
okay.
good.
No pressure.
Yeah, right? It's only a DC 11. All you have to
That's
do
a
is
10.
Wow.
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 No, it's a saving throw, so technically that would be plus 1, so it would be 11.
okay.
Hey.
Congratulations, you just barely avoid getting hit with disable. You
Good.
feel
Oh
that
no, it's not
you-
like I have another move I could hit it with.
it's not like the Duskull knows you can do that. But yes,
Love
the
this fight
Duskull
so
seems
much.
to
It's so stupid.
the Duskull seems to send out a wave of this time paralyzing energy, and for a moment it almost seems like it takes on the Cottony, but with like at the last second with just the best of its strength, it is able to shrug it off. Yeah. Duskull's turn will then be spent taking another 5 feet towards Eerie. Eerie, it is now 10 feet away from you.
Okay. We are going to, I know it's going to surprise everyone.
Uh-huh.
Throw another panic Pokeball at it.
You've been marking off Pokeballs off your sheet, yes?
Yes, I have.
Okay, good.
Yes, I have.
Alright. Go ahead and do that. Yep.
With Eevee's help,
So Eevee's help can only give you a D6. I'm going to tell you right now,
Even if it did, it
if
wouldn't work.
even if you got a 6, that's not
Ah.
that's nothing doing.
Steph,
I'm
would
down
you
to
like an
one
ins
football.
potato?
Would you like an ins potato?
No, it's okay. We should maybe save those for more like dire situations.
Got it.
Thank you for
That
offering,
wouldn't
though.
happen to us.
I mean, at the same time, though, you're gonna have to buy new Pokeballs after this.
No, I wasn't planning on doing that. I still have some of Robin's money.
I suppose you do. All right.
Hey, we did buy clothing like we said we would.
We did.
Yeah. So he can't be mad that you spend the leftovers
Oh,
on something
wait,
else.
actually, Tim, I still have 4 inspirations.
You do.
I would like to use one of mine then.
Oh, okay.
We'll do that. Thank you for saying inspiration, because that, for some reason, out of sight, out of mind.
Inspiration.
It's
Okay.
potato.
So that is a tan.
Mm-hmm.
I will say that Eevee's helping hand could help with
Okay.
if you want to roll the D6 now.
Mm-hmm.
Now's your chance.
I love how it's like
Come on, power of friendship. Heart of the cards.
Oh
No.
no.
no. I'm sorry to say, a 12 will not do it.
That's fine.
That's unfortunate.
I keep rolling like ass.
I know.
What did you expect of us, man?
I expected at least rolls above a 10 on the dice.
Have you ever played with me with roll 20 ever before? This
Yes.
is the standard.
Yes, I have actually. Anyway. So yes, despite your best efforts, the Duskull once again breaks out of this ball.
It's like, I'm
Am I
enjoying
to
the
assume
Gucci.
you'd like to use another helping hand from Eevee, or are you saving those?
Nope, use that too.
Okay. So bonus action, helping hand, and that'll be Erie's turn, which means it's now on to Ghastly.
Cool.
Oh wait, no, Jet's turn.
Oh, hi. Cool.
'Cause I completely
You know,
forgot. You gave it a ration, and then you should have gone before Erie, and I forgot. I'm sorry. Sorry.
cool. No, it's good. It's good. It's good. I suppose he gives a ration like it says whatever it says, and he's like, all right, dude. Again, sorry for bothering. I'm gonna try and see if there's any Pokemon interested in joining my band. So good luck on the hunting. And he's just gonna try and go like nonchalantly, like they just no thoughts, head empty, just like
Okay.
he doesn't know. He doesn't know.
You're just gonna leave combat then?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, the Ghastly lets you.
Oh, cool. Okay, cool. Yeah, awesome. I was expecting a little more letback, but yeah, I'll take
I
it.
mean,
Cool.
you gave it food.
Yeah, we're friends now.
So it's just like truly, food is the way into everyone's hearts.
I mean, you also got a really high animal handling check, so So yeah,
Yeah, that makes sense.
you just leave the Ghastly. You just go away and leave the Ghastly, and yeah, combat will be over unless you want to do it. Unless you want to like chuck a Pokeball at it or something. Esmeralda just kind of looks over you. He's just like, huh. I didn't think about that. Anyway, way to go.
Think about what?
I don't know, giving food to Pokemon I want to catch.
I mean, yeah, it's a nice way to do a peace offering. Have you never spoken with Pokemon?
No. Wait. No? You can.
That's the thing.
That's a thing you can do?
Yeah. Do you not know?
Yes. I knew that was a thing you could. Let's go. She's just going to just like walk out towards the room. I'm gonna give a roll for her. Yeah.
Cool.
Okay,
Cool.
great,
When I
awesome.
can, I suppose the hunt continues.
Oh, okay, yeah, great rolls from her. Jet, I'd like for you to make for me first a perception check.
Cool.
As Esmeralda gets closer to the door.
That's a 14 for me, dog.
Cool. You will notice outside the room, Erie is about to. Erie, your friend Erie, first of all, is here with a flashlight, and secondly, there is a Duskull that is Duskulling its way closer to her. There is a. She has an Eevee out along with Zenith and her Cottony. You also see these two ladies are just kind of watching and making sure that the situation doesn't get out of hand. I guess at least
I,
more than it is.
I see. Cool. Him not knowing things, suppose he's gonna point it out and be like, "Oh, hey, look, it's everyone. We should go say hi."
Esmeralda already has like seems like she didn't notice. She already had her hand on the door and was like kind of opening it. It's just like, wait, what? As
Yeah,
she kind
look.
of opens the door and just kind of falls out onto the floor because I rolled stealth
Yeah.
for her, you see, and it was a 5.
Oh no.
So
Oh no.
I will mention you are still in the room. You may attempt to hide if you wish. But you do see that Zaris, Freya, and just immediately look over towards her as Erie, you, and Zenith would also notice that there is a loud clattering of noise coming from behind you.
Oh, what now?
Uh, you know what is it? What does it currently look like Esmeralda wants to do? Does she want to hide? Does she want to run? Like, what does she want to do?
Well, see, that's the thing. It's Zenith's turn right now, so
Oh, I see. Cool.
because the
Awesome.
Ghastly is out of combat, you see, because no one wanted to catch it.
Hmm. Gotcha.
So
Oh
so back
no!
into the
Now
PC box it goes.
Oh, bye bye, Gatsby.
Goodbye, Ghastly. We will never see you again.
Or will we?
Bye bye, Gatsby.
Unless.
Unless that's a poison type.
Yeah, Zenith.
My turn, so I get to see all this happen. Cool. There was a Duskull issue going on. Now this instead of looking over at the magic lady on the floor, just going, "Where's Jet?"
Nah.
Okay, so you just completely leave you completely leave your friend Erie to the mercy of this Duskull.
Knowing that area was probably just fine without her. Heroically chucking Pokeballs.
See, you know what? Zenith can have a different thought process than the Cottony.
I mean, you're its
Mhm.
trainer. You order the Cottony to do things.
That is true. Yeah. First order of business is where's Jet?
Okay, you wander on over to Esmeralda and you ask, "Where's Jet?" Jet, have you attempted? I'll just ask you: were you about to leave the room?
Nope. Yeah, he doesn't know what's up. As far as he's concerned, Esmeralda got permission to be out here, so we're cool. We're awesome right now.
Gotcha. So Zenith, as soon as you get to around where Esmeralda is, you just out of the corner of your eye, you see Jet, just in a doorway to a music room, just right over there.
He's waving.
He's waving. Cool.
Fury.
Zelda's gonna smile for a minute, look over at Jet, be like, "You stay there for just one moment," and then have the Cottony use Fairy Wind on the Duskull again.
Okay.
Yummy.
I'm gonna die.
That's a 6.
That is a
I don't think that's
miss.
hitting anything.
That's
Oh
hitting nothing.
no.
That I am sorry to say that is hitting absolutely nothing.
That's fine. That's not what Zed's target's gonna be here in a moment anyways. It doesn't matter too much.
Oh my god.
Okay. All right. So, with that being said, it is now top of the round with the Duskull once again.
Cool.
Cottony has been the one that's been hitting it, so you know it's gonna do that thing where it can attack, where it attacks the only Pokemon it can attack.
Uh,
Oh boy, Nightshade, here we go. That is, oh wow, that's 22 to hit you. Damn.
That does it, yeah.
Yeah, I should certainly hope it does.
Imagine it didn't.
Oh,
No, my AC is actually 23.
yeah, well, tragic. Anyway, so that's maximum. So 8 ghost damage. This Duskull apparently has had enough of your shit today.
It's been a persnickety little thing.
It sure has.
Wait, that's a dark damage? Or no, it's ghost damage.
It's ghost damage.
Okay, so it's still neutral.
Yeah, it's neutral, but still 8 damage.
Yeah,
That
it
is
hurt,
dangerous this
but
early
you
in the
know.
game.
Yeah, that's you know, that's a bit of a hit. That's so, but yeah, it will now spend the rest of its turn moving, drifting 5 feet ever closer. Eerie, it's right on top of you. It's one more turn, it'll be right next to you.
Okay, come on now.
Uh,
Be good and stay in the ball. My last one. Here we go.
man.
17.
Oh my God, it's a
There you go.
number. It's finally a number.
Can I just point out that I have a +4, so that was a 13.
Yes,
so I
it was
was
a-
rolling trash.
You were rolling below 10 this entire time, which, funnily enough, its catch DC was 14, so,
Yeah.
you know, it
Yeah,
was a coin flip each time.
it really was.
I love that.
But yes, this time, as it's wandering in closer to you, you were just like, no, 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 as you chuck another Pokeball at it, and this time, you just kind of boop it on the head, it lands on the floor, it squiggles once, twice. This time you're just like, please, 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 please.
Come on.
Until eventually you hear a little da 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 da.
See, I think I gave it the appropriate scared reaction that time, and it was just doing the bit, getting closer and closer. That was also my last Pokeball.
Oh my god. Lucky.
By the way, all of you hear the sound effect.
Oh,
Yay.
cool.
Those don't normally play when you catch Pokemon.
So, who's my new friend, Tim?
Your new friend is a level 2 Duskull.
Hey.
Way to go.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm quite pleased.
I
Thank
will
you.
also
Thank you
mention.
very much.
Oh wow, this thing was actually worth quite a bit. Oh wait, the math actually works out perfectly on that. That's 25%. I forgot to grab my car's mileage. Oops. Okay.
Uh-oh.
It's fine. I can just do quick math on this. Both Eevee and Cottonee gain 40 EXP.
Hey, Eevee leveled up. Do I have a girl Duskull or a male Duskull?
You have a girl.
Yay.
They are level 2.
Yay.
They have the sassy nature.
Ooh.
Oh.
So, you know, I feel like that kind of makes sense there.
That
Which is why its dexterity is piss garbage.
Yeah.
Ah,
Alright.
so it
Makes
wasn't trying to
sense.
haunt. It wasn't trying to haunt Erie. It was trying to sass Erie, and we were just getting it
Yeah.
wrong.
But yes, and it knows Doe's moves.
No, perfect. And
But yes, Jet, you see that Zenith is looking over at you. Esmeralda is just pratfalled on the floor. Zenith has stepped over to them. You will also see that Zaris, seeing this, will get on this side as Freya gets on this side. And the most superior shape in existence in all of geometry, the fuck box, a three-sided shot, a three-sided shape has been formed around poor Esmeralda. There is no escape.
Oh no. No.
slots.
You know, Chet's gonna help her up. He's just gonna come out or dude, you might want to get up.
You do so. You help her up. Well, actually, first of all, I
Cool.
needed before you can do that. I needed to. I would need to do. What you call? Did you need to move your token? Before you can do that, I need to. There she goes.
She's upside down.
And then you help her up, and then she's just and then she's like flip. She's like,
Yay.
hey guys, how's it going?
Hey,
Zaris
dudes.
and Zaris and Freya just kind of look at her just with disappointment. Freya with disappointment, Zaris with just indignant, just I'm so done with this. You know, just annoyance.
Cool. This is a situation, huh?
You have to put a plus before it.
Just in the back, just waving, just like, hey guys, you guys finally woke up.
Sorry,
I'm letting Tim do his thing first before
Stephanie's having
you.
small
Technical issues.
Yeah, technical.
It's fine. It's fine. I just like the sitting here because I just like making Jem feel like he needs to be more and more scared.
I'm not scared at all. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you have to hit the OK button.
Oh, we just leveled up.
I did
to
nothing wrong.
2, shouldn't I have? Just say 208 still.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Just
you
making
don't.
sure.
Yeah, your XP carries over.
Okay, cool.
Anyway, and then you scroll up. There's the thing. Do this. Go to trainer. General. But also, we don't really deal with focus slots here, so I'm just gonna put them at 6. Cool.
There we go. Thank you.
Figure the rest out from here.
Got it. Dunzo.
Yeah, you're a smart cookie. You can push the button that says move to party.
I got it. 4 Pokemon, yay!
Well done.
Thank you.
Yippee.
You also have a couple of poison types.
I do.
But yes, Eerie, you have caught a new Pokemon. You see that you see that what you call Esmeralda appears to be in a bit of a pickle, and unknowingly so is Jet, it seems.
Yeah. Oh, good. We found him. Yay.
Yeah, yay. Xanathus is already making their way over to Jet. Even if they have to step over Esmeralda, they're going to.
Yeah, see, the interesting thing is she's tiny. It's really easy to get past her. As Jet,
It's just,
as Jet,
yeah.
you have a Zenith next to you. Your
He's
good
just-
friend Zenith.
Good luck.
Your best pal
He's
Zenith,
just-
who would never hurt you or yell at you.
he's just smiling away, just like, hi Zenith, isn't this fun?
She's gonna hit him, isn't she?
That remains to be seen. I will say that Esmeralda just kind of like looks between, Freya and Zaris is just like, oh, we're already here. Let's get going. Why don't we? It's like, as she attempts to get away, and Freya just grabs her by the arm and puts her back, and it's like, hey Freya, hi, your muscles are so they haven't they haven't done anything since yesterday.
They're bulging.
But yes, Zenith, what you doing?
Zenith's hand is moving. At this point, has moved forward, and if Jet lets them, Zenith is grabbing the front of their jacket.
I mean, he's not doing anything to stop you.
I mean, even if you
Good.
were, that would just be an athletics check for a grapple.
Oh
I
god,
I know that. That's why I was giving him
we
the
both know how
chance.
that goes.
Yeah, no, we definitely don't need another double nat 1.
Where Zenith would still win because they have the bigger modifier.
Yes.
I mean, you could get a nat 1 and I get a 20. Like, who knows?
Who knows? That's
Who
only if you
knows
wanted to do
indeed.
that.
But yeah,
Jet,
he's not resisting. He doesn't know what's happening. So
Jet, you have been grabbed by Zenith.
Hi, dude, missed you too.
Do you want to explain why you decided to leave in the middle of the night without telling anyone?
Oh yeah. So I was just snoozing and schloozing as I normally do, and then Esmeralda showed up and she was like, "Hey, you want to go do ghost hunting?" And I was like, "Hell yeah, bro!" But what about everyone else? And then she was like, "Oh yeah, I got permission." So I was like, "Oh, this is cool." And then we went and
She
got
did
this.
not say it.
And
She explicitly did not mention that. Actually,
I could have sworn the last time she said I got permission, she was like,
no. What happened was she grabbed you. She said shush,
mhm,
and then she asked, "Hey,
mhm.
you want to go on a ghost hunt?" And you said, "Yeah, let's do that." And then you wandered off and didn't ask one way or another if she was allowed to be out.
Okay, cool. Then scratch that. So yeah, it's just I was snoozing and schloozing, and then Esmeralda showed up, and she was like, "You want to go ghost hunting?" And I was like, "Hell yeah!" And then we went and did that.
And what do you think would have happened if, I don't know, one of these ghost types was maybe too strong for you and Esmeralda to deal with?
Oh, I threw a Pokeball at
That wouldn't happen, dude.
it. Just a.
It's us as a team. We're invincible.
Really?
Yeah.
And what would have happened if, I don't know, maybe Esmeralda had gotten her Pokemon taken out and you were just kind of left to your own devices?
Oh,
Then I would have to carry.
that kind of happened a little bit. Tops kind of hurt bad. It is at this point that Zarish is just like silently just looking at Esmeralda, just like, I wish there was some way I could get through her stupid head, but I know nothing I say to her is going to do that. She's just looking at her with a look of sheer disappointment, and Esmeralda is just kind of like, ah.
You know, so I've already rolled the dice for this. This is happening either way, Jen. I'm very sorry. I hope you know, Jem.
Uh-huh.
I hope you know
Go
things
ahead.
are fun.
Do what you need to.
Zenith sits there, grabs both sides of Jet's collar, pulls him forward, and goes, "Please never do that again. I was worried about you."
Oh, wow.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Zenith, it appears that the tsundere has not worked on Jet. You perhaps need to try a different tactic.
that is the tactic that has happened this time. For now, Zenith will let go and walk away.
I know. I was just doing the bit.
I know.
Okay.
I know. That was the plan from the beginning. I just know I wanted to terrify Jem to think he was getting punched.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I was not worried in the slightest because I know that everything will be a-okay. Why? Because I'm awesome.
Just don't try that again. It might turn out differently next time.
You know, who could
I
say
mean-
where the wind blows?
You say that as he's immediately he's like not wandering off entirely, but like kind of like wandering off. You hear him like you see him like he's trying to listen in for once again singing. So it's just
You know,
I will
Zenith is
mention-
gonna reach over, grab the back of Jet's jacket. Like, no, we're getting you a leash.
Ah,
We're getting you the boy leash.
What's
Ah,
that?
Don't worry about it.
We're gonna take a rope and we're gonna tie it around your backpack and we're gonna make sure that you can't wander off with the same that I have to do to Chompy.
What? I mean, that's
anyway.
not really necessary.
So, hey group.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hi.
uh-oh.
How you doing?
Hi.
Anyone else hear boss theme music?
Oh wait, that's right. You spent an inspiration.
I did.
I need to track that.
We're doing anti-inspiration here as well.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Why would you not? Why would you not get
I don't know.
anti-inspiration here?
It's literally a system designed to make sure we don't blow everything off just immediately,
Yeah, it's
which we're gonna do
specifically
anyway.
it's specifically a counterbalance for spending inspirations.
Which we're gonna do anyway.
Yeah, exactly. Which is fine. I don't mind. I give them to you. It's just, this is just to keep things fair, For
Yeah,
me.
yeah.
Anyway, so we're gonna play the high-low game. So come to a consensus here, group.
You know what? I honestly kind of want to fail this. What are we?
know,
What are
I'm
we
gonna say
not
low
feeling?
because all the dice have been super low today.
They have been really low today.
All right. So is that
You know what?
so am I hearing low?
Low.
All right.
Yep, low. We're doing low.
It is. All right. Okay. That certainly is a number. So, I'd like to know. Zenith, are you dragging Jet like out of the building? Like what's happening? What are we doing here?
Yeah, just more or less keeping a hand on him to keep him with the group so he doesn't go wandering off again.
Okay.
But I want to catch a cool Pokemon.
So I will say, Jet. Unfortunately, it seems as if you do not hear any singing or any such thing. Xeris does, however, pipe up and say, "I don't know if this actually came up a lot or not, but we were supposed to clear this place out for a little bit, and seeing as how we're already here, we could see about." And as she is about to say that, you hear just up from above a sickening sort of laughter that sounds like a as
That's
Oh
probably
no.
fine.
and Zeresh just kind of looks up like, I'm guessing that is what my sister is wanting cleared out.
Fantastic.
Esmeralda just looks like, it's like, see, we were doing the job. It's just like, don't you even start? Okay. Freya
Okay.
just kind of like sets Esmeralda down a little bit. By the way, Freya is a good 2 feet taller than Esmeralda, so she literally can just hold her in like a full Nelson and just lift her off the ground like you could with a child.
Oh my gosh. She's just travel sized.
She's just fun sized, yes.
Zenith looking over and being like, "You should be happy that you are not my problem."
Meh. But anyway, Zereus will just kind of be like, I don't suppose it would be asking too much if the three of you if you guys would want to help us out.
Not at all.
We're already here.
Please.
We're already going. Thanks to this one over here, we're already going to have a rough morning tomorrow, so we may as well get this out of the way. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. We're waking up at 5 in the morning, you lunatic. But I'm gonna be so tired. Yeah, and you should have thought of that before you started gallivanting off into the night. Let's go. As Zara starts making her way up towards the staircase, and then making her way upwards to the upper floors.
Poor Esmeralda.
Freya following shortly behind her and just kind of dragging Esmeralda by the collar with them. It's just like, but that's so early. I'd like to know what is the group doing?
I am at the whims of Zenith right now. I go where she goes right now, I suppose.
You know, the Zenith said that they're gonna help, so I guess following them to go help looks over at Jet and just like, we're not getting up at 5 in the morning. I would prefer not to.
Oh, that wasn't
Me too. I remember doing that a long time ago to go to school.
You
Okay.
okay? That's not when school started for you, but okay.
I know. I'm aware.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. Well,
And I know the thing of waking up at 5 is not for it's not meant for us, but you know, it doesn't matter. Zenith is like, no, we're not doing that. Like,
We're not
I
doing
will
that.
not follow that form
oh,
of punishment.
fuck. Okay.
We are freaking sleeping in tomorrow, one way or another.
First of all, this is the wrong thingy thing. Let's just do that and that. And secondly, move on over to this. But yes, I will mention that Zaris was saying that specifically to Esmeralda. This is I don't know why you would think this would apply to your group.
No, she knows that. She's just saying that as like in case Jet, because she
That's
can't
fair.
know what Jet's thinking. Just
You
like,
know, I
no, we're not
suppose-
doing that.
I suppose that is a fair point.
I dare you to dive into his mind. You will not would like what's in there.
I mean, you say that like it's an impossibility.
Well, who knows? Who knows?
Ooh, I could instead this. Yeah, that'll do. You know what? I'll even do this and just give it a complete overhaul for its moves because these are garbage. But yes, as the three of you follow Zaris up to up the flight of stairs to the third and presumably final floor, uh, Zaris seems to just kind of like lead the way a little bit. I will mention that there are in fact other ghosts that seem to be just kind of around here. It seems that they are just kind of like floating around and just like doing stuff. They catch one whiff of Zaris and they immediately bolt away from her. It appears that if you guys that being said, if it appears that if you guys, hashtag wanted to come back and farm for ghost Pokemon, this would be an area where you could do that.
Neat.
You
Area
know.
to
Awesome.
find ghosty goos.
Yeah. But it appears to be that she is making a beeline towards a certain place. Assuming the three of you follow her, you will find that she goes over to what looks to be what looks to be a small little indentation that is up above in the ceiling of this place. There is a small little hanging rope that comes off of it, and what that seems to be connected to what looks to be a little latch.
Mm-hmm.
And on the latch has the words planetarium written on them. She just kind of grabs onto the rope, holds it down, and you see that there is what looks to be a staircase that seems to fold up above, that leads even further up into the building, closer that ends with a what looks to be a locked door. Zaris then pulls out a key that she has, unlocks it, and opens it.
That's probably.
Yep. She just kind of like looks to all of you. It's like, all right, whatever's in here, it's gonna be a fight. You guys ready for that?
Aries gonna nod.
Yeah.
Is it a cool Pokemon?
I don't know. I was told that it was a quote nuisance, and to go and fix it for me, Zeri-Poo.
Ah,
She just
Maybe it's just a misunderstanding. We could talk to them.
yo
before Doom battle begins,
yes.
do I feel anything move in my backpack?
Why don't you roll a D100 and find out? Because that is
The timing.
100% your responsibility. I'm not going to remind you.
I know. But I was just waiting for a good moment.
That was an animal handling.
Huh?
That's an animal
No,
handling.
that's
That was
not.
my last
Oh,
one.
there
Oh,
it is.
hey!
Six.
Oh! Huh. let me check something.
Yeah, because that
That sounds
17
like
was
a
my
yes quote. That sounds
Yeah,
like a
that
yes.
was yeah.
See, I'm getting better.
Wrong document. I opened the same fucking. Okay, go to this. Here we go. Scroll down. That becomes that, and that becomes you. You got one over.
Did I really?
You got so. I'm gonna let you know
Wow.
the number to beat for this egg was 400,
Uh-huh.
and with that roll, you got to 401.
Fantastic.
Congratulations.
Yay.
So
Yay,
as
egg.
yes, as Zaris says that to you, Eerie, you feel a wibbling and a wobbling in your bag as you hear small little Pokemon sounds begin to come out of it.
Huh?
Yeah, it is the huh? Denna, Denna.
Oh.
Aries gonna whip her back around and look inside.
Yes, you do so, and you bring out egg
Yeah.
as you hear tiny little meow meow as as you all see the egg begin to crack for little by little until eventually begins to glow with a bit of a light as you hear a and the eggshell disperses into bits of shell and pieces as in its place is a baby Pokemon, a tiny little blue
Wow.
fox looking thing. What is it? What's it called again?
Riolu.
Riabla?
Blue.
That thing you said.
Riolu.
Yes.
Wow, something that Xena doesn't actually know a bunch about.
Yeah, right? Funny.
I
funny
find that really
Ze-
funny.
Zenith, you see a very familiar looking Pokemon to you.
She's like,
Aries like,
oh,
"Hi, little baby.
It looks up to you. It's just like,
Oh my gosh. My child. I now have a real
Oh, the
EJ.
wonder of children.
yes. So, I will go ahead and open up a thing here because I need to actually figure this all out. It was in an egg,
Mm-hmm.
which means it will more than likely have access to egg move.
Fantastic.
Breeding and eggs. Pokemon eggs, don't care. Creating an egg, don't care. Egg group, don't care. Egg handling, incubation. Here we go. Species, we know what it is. It's Riolu. Nature, okay, that's just as normal. You roll a d20.
Okay. Oh, there it is. 4. Again.
Okay. I will need to open up my thingy thing. Go to the natures. Oh, that's funny and also good for it. It has arrogant nature.
Hey.
Plus strength minus charisma.
Wow.
Fantastic.
Now go ahead and roll a d4. Odds, it is male. Evens, it is female. Evens, female.
It's a girl.
Mm-hmm. And now, why? Why would you do this to me? Here we are. Moves. At hatching, you may select any starting moves from the Pokemon's move list it knows at level 1.
Mm-hmm.
The following moves are immediately added to a hatched Pokemon starting moves pool is to be selected. Any egg move listed in the sun as nobody there is fair. Any new. Oh, okay. I'm going to ignore that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here.
I hit the egg move.
You sure did. There is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, great. Awesome. You're going to roll a d12 for me.
D12.
You're going to roll a d12 for me.
How would I get the 13?
I'm going to take one of the moves off of the list, and you're not going to know what.
1d12. 5.
Okay, I'll go back over to the thing. Scroll up.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yeah, do that. It knows that. It knows that. It knows that move.
Okay.
So hit learn.
No, I was just reading.
Yeah.
Perfect. It has a fighting type move already. Yay!
Yeah, in an area full
Even
of
me.
ghosts.
But it has 4
Oh,
Uh-huh. Fancy. You know, funnily enough, this will actually be this might if you're able to pull it off, this might actually be clutch for this fight. Okay, so you know, that all happens. Zaris just looks over, so like, oh, congratulations.
Thank you. It's my little baby.
The Riolu just kind of looks around, and just like you feel you feel its eyes narrow as Jet, you are able to understand. Riolu just makes cute squeaking Riolu baby noises. As Jet, you hear it translated as "Mother, Mother, my thirst for bloodshed already. Yeah, Mother, I have a thirst for bloodshed. Send me into battle."
oh, sick.
Don't worry, little Riolu. I'll keep you safe.
No, I desire battle. I desire glorious combat.
Oh my god, this Riolu is awesome.
Thanks, man. Also, dude, not cool of you ditching us like that. I can't believe you just sneak away in the middle of the night, go on a ghost adventure without me.
I love that fact.
Invite me next
Well,
time,
I
man.
didn't want to wake you up.
Dude, what
Oh, I'm sorry, dude.
I don't want to wait for a ghost hunt adventure.
Good for 2 of my Pokemon
You know-
who will be useless in this.
I mean, you know,
Normally-
you say that.
I have
Normally,
5
I'd wake you
Pokemon
up the
now.
next time, but I did tell Zenith I wouldn't do this again, so sorry, bud.
If you wake one of us up, we can go on an adventure. A midnight adventure. You just have to make sure to wake us up first.
Zaris
You mean
just,
it?
looks
So we can be ourselves.
Zaris just kind of looks over you, so like, I don't know about the 3 of you enabling him like that, but this is 50 Shades of not my problem. If we want to go to the one shade that is my problem, however, it's through here.
Nah.
Yeah, that.
Now let's do
For
this
me,
thing.
the thought is he's dumb enough to do it again, but at least if he wakes us up, we'll know that he'll be safe.
Yeah.
Huh?
Freya just kind of looks over at Zaris, and it's just like, you know, she has a point. It's like, not right now. Please, Freya. But she just kind of nods, just like, all right. Anyway, I will
I'll say it.
mention that all the while this has been happening, you have all been hearing a nonstop, just creepy cackling coming from outside the door, just like as if it's just been purposefully just like goading you guys into coming in already.
I just imagine like it's still laughing, we're like talking and everything, and it's like,
Yes.
you're just
Yes.
shutting the door already.
Yes, that is exactly what's happening. Also, I love
Is this still 0 1?
Oh, it's the void.
I will allow Super Common Guru will allow this.
Yay!
Why is there a tiny little sad face on the top corner?
You know, I don't know. But anyway, that being said, I love how you almost in one session you almost filled out your entire party.
Yeah. And we still have the grass fun time party.
Yeah, and then you have the flower comp. You have your Sharp City has been fantastic for Erie.
It
She
really
is
has.
she is nearly full up.
Yeah. It's fairly diverse.
I mean, you know, it's not a bad party thus far. Yeah, I can't even really say you have like a weakness to dark or anything because now you have Riolu.
Exactly.
I will say flying isn't super complimentary to you.
Not at the moment.
You know, a bird could do some pretty bad damage to you, especially if it
For
was
2
on
of them.
fire for whatever reason, like
yeah, that would not be great.
like a Fletchinder of some kind.
I would
Anyway,
need Sprout for that.
Mention that bird again,
what
and
Fletchinder?
I'm
So
gonna roast
anyway,
that thing alive.
so
I don't care if
anyway.
it's a fire type; it's getting roasted.
So anyway, the group. I am going to ask you now. Are you ready to go into what seems to be a boss battle?
Yes.
As long as I can return
Hell
my
yeah.
Whimsicott first.
Yeah, sure.
You know what I'm gonna do first, because I'm gonna be smart about this. Ooh,
Smart?
give me a second. Let me look at my. Yeah, I'm gonna use my intellectual prowess for once.
Oh wow, that must hurt.
We need Jet to
We're
get
gonna
that.
shush. We're gonna feed Jenny a citrus berry and give her a shuka berry.
When did you get a citrus berry?
I don't know. It's on my sheet. And 2 shuka berries. Oh, that's
I was
right.
do
It's
you
because
have
I
some in your
started
background?
with the thing, the wild.
Yeah. You sure you want it? Do you only have the one citrus berry?
Yes, but that's okay.
You sure you don't want to plant it?
We do have the
Berry
things.
pot.
Oh, you're right. I do have a potion. You're right. I'll plant it later. I'll use a potion and give her a shuka berry.
This is
Yeah.
the only time I'm going to help you like that. I hope you know that.
Oh, thank you. I look. I wouldn't be in character if I did something dumb. Okay.
In fact, you know what? Actually, I can even do this in character. You're about to do that, and you know what you call Freya of all people just looks over. It's just like, you sure you do you not want to? If that's your only one, you should probably plant it.
Oh, that's a good idea. Thanks, dude.
Yeah, sure, no problem. Zereus just kind of like Zereus is like, if we are all ready,
All set, dude.
all right. She will open the door and walk in. Esmeralda will quickly follow behind, just with a little scurry. Freya coming in afterwards. I assume that the three of you also follow suit.
Yay.
Barry would have put Evie back in, or Harmony back in the Pokeball,
Yeah.
and she's gonna put Riolu in her backpack.
Oh,
right now. Yeah.
like a
Like
little,
Togepi.
yeah, like a little piggyback.
Yeah.
It's constantly trying to like get its way out, just like no, I desire violence.
Like its little head is sticking out, but it can't do anything.
Yeah, no, it's like actively like squirming. It's just like no.
Sorry, buddy.
I desire
Keep it
blood.
safe.
I desire freedom. I desire freedom in combat.
Oh my god, this thing is
Mother.
gonna be a
Combat
menace.
mother. Good.
But yes, as the three of you come in, you see a large open circular room that comes up to that has a roof that comes up into a dome. Specifically, you all will be over in this part of the thing. Ooh, look at that little
The
circle area.
Dimmadome?
Yeah, the dome, like a dome shaped dome. Anyway,
Good.
but yes, you see that
Oh.
there are what look to be lights strewn about all over the place. The equipment for the planetarium appears to be on currently, as each of you see what looks to be constellations and stars in the night sky, as well as what look to be projections of planets. There are what looks to be wide open booths that make up a circular area around for people to come in and sit around. Standing in the center of the room, next to the planetarium equipment, you see what first looks to be a small little hazy figure that seems to grow ever slightly or ever so slightly until eventually it becomes about the size of a medium-sized creature, which is strange for a Pokemon. As you see that the figure seems to coalesce from outside of the darkness that it is hiding in, as you see two very shiny sets of eyes that look to be like gemstones and a creaking mouth that opens up to a wide smile filled with sharp, jagged teeth. As you all see,
Oh,
a
Treasure cat.
very, a very larger than normal Sableye.
Oh no.
Oh.
An alpha.
And I think, even though it's a bit earlier for us, I think that will be where we will end it for tonight.
Yeah. Okay. We
Oh.
have boss fight next
Ah.
next week.
Next week, look forward to it. There is a ghost fight. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Bless you.
Ghost fight.
Ghost fight.
Ghost
Yes.
fight.
No.
This is gonna be great.
My butt is already clenched.
Oh, I'm look, you have nothing to worry about. You have 3 Pokemon trainers here, and one of them has been severely crippled by fighting a Yamask.
Lindsay,
Was it serious?
I'm sure it'll all be just fine.
Everything
It'll be
will be
fine.
just fine.
Everything will be awesome.
Pokemon that can't even hit it. Oh, wait, Sableye's not a ghost type, though.
I was gonna you have a Cottony. You have something that can categorically hit it.
I know, I was
Very
thinking about
good.
my Totodile that has only, it has the
Normal
move, a counter, and then it has Scratch and Leer, so it has nothing that can hit a ghost type.
Which is
But then
funny,
I
it
was
doesn't
sitting here
know
going,
Ice.
wait, isn't Sableye a dark type, not a ghost type?
It's Dark and Ghost.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I always forget. Sableye is a weird one to me.
Yeah, right?
Dark and Ghost. Well, a bug sure would be useful about now.
Bug would be neutral. Ghost resist bug.
Does it really?
Yeah, Sableye in its first iteration had no weaknesses.
Like Spiritomb.
Yeah, like Spiritomb. And then in Generation 6, they had to add Fairy specifically to give both of them a weakness.
Yep. All right, next
It's just
week
like-
we are doomed.
Next week, you could maybe punch it.
Maybe.
We'll see how it goes.
I mean, if I
know,
land a
it sure would be
nuzzle on
interest-
this thing,
It sure would be interesting if you could hit a Sableye with a fighting type move. It
Yeah.
would be weak. It would be weak otherwise, if not for the ghost type.
Yeah.
Shame you have no way to do that.
Indeed. If only a baby had just hatched.
If only a baby with foresight and a fighting type move as an egg move just conveniently hatched right now. I like legitimately those dice because you all saw her roll for it, and it's just like
Yeah.
Could have just easily got a blazing
Yeah.
kick or
she
something.
easily could have gotten a non-fighting type move,
Yeah.
but it just the stars aligned for you on that one,
It
I
really
guess. But that will be for then. For right now, we are done. So good night, goodbye, and thank you everyone for joining us.
Bye.
See you all next time.
We
congratulations.